So we're doing foundations today. Highlighting, contouring. Highlight is you focus more on it. It brings out. Contour is more of a shadow. You don't really pay attention to it. We're going to be using just things that I had here. Sometimes you go to the store and you're like, oh my gosh, I picked a light color, it's too light for me, or oh my gosh, it's too dark. Well, you don't have to return it if you don't want to. I use them for highlight and contouring. I have a color right here which is a lot darker than me, maybe like 2 shades, and then I have one that is a lot lighter. I have a lot of red undertone, and you'll notice that, and I use a concealer that has a green base, and I put it on after my foundation just to really make sure that all that red goes away, and that's a concealer. I do set them with powder, and I use the light powder and then I use the dark powder, and if sometimes you want to go darker you can, and I use this one. It's Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. So highlight, contour. Sometimes you want to contour here. If you feel like your forehead is a little bit too big, you don't want people to focus there. I like all the light to be here so that people can focus on my eyes, and that's really what I want them to focus on. I don't want them to see all of this. Contour. Make sure to really blend in this line, and sometimes you can bring it down. See how you can see the shadow? You bring it down so that it can blend more, and highlight here, and then blend it out in your décolleté. Highlight, contour. Alright, I hope you like it. Please subscribe and share on Facebook, and yeah, thanks, bye. So let's get started. We're going to start with a lighter color and put it in the highlight areas. Make sure you get a nice blend. I really love the kabuki brushes, and we're going to use that one right now. It just gives you a really nice blend for the foundations. There's my kabuki brush. And I just start dabbing. And I just want to keep that light right in my highlight area. I really don't want to take it throughout my face. I like the contrast that it has with the light and the dark. I want to really make sure you get a good even blend before you start the dark. So we're going to go in with the concealer. I still have some red undertones, and with that green base it cancels out the red. There's my pointed kabuki, and it just really helps me get into those corners. So I just keep dabbing. And it's really delicate on my skin. It kind of looks kind of harsh, but it's not. It's a lot lighter than my fingers. So I really like the way it blends out the makeup.
Cupido, no te entiendo, alardeas de ejemplo, de juntar corazones, un experto en conexión. Te fallaron las flechas y de tantas violetas.
So now we're ready for contouring, and I just apply a little at a time because we will build with powder. So you would want to put the darker color wherever you want to see a shadow, or you don't want people to focus. So definitely I put mine under on my double chin, and I start blending with the same kabuki brush. I still really like the way it gets that blend. And as you can see, it really blends in kind of well. There's no harsh lines, and once you go in with the powder, it really sets it and allows it to stay for a pretty long time. I know I keep saying blend, but I mean that's the key word for makeup. You're making an illusion of something that isn't there. So by blending, you just get more of a natural look. You see, I had a line there, and I just blended it in, and it's gone. So whatever you do, whatever you're using, as long as you're blending it, it should look good. There's the powder, and I'm using a pointed kabuki brush, and I just put all the powder where I just put the contour foundation. So wherever I don't want people to pay attention to, wherever I want shadow, in my temples, under my cheek, under my chin, on my cheekbones. So I just keep using windshield wiper motion or circular. Again, you can use your fingers to get that heat so it can blend in a little bit better. Whatever you use that works for you is good.
Dile al amor que no toque mi puerta, que yo no estoy en casa, que no vuelva mañana. A mi corazón ya le ha fallado en ocasiones. Me fui de vacaciones, lejos de los amores.
It really just depends on how dark you want the contour to be. Depends on where you're going, depends on what the lighting's gonna look like, where you're at. I usually like a darker shade, so I double up on the contouring. I just add it where I already put the contour. You can always go a lot darker, you can go a little bit darker, just depends on how heavy you really want it. If you're really going for the natural look, I would just suggest going 1 to 2 shades lighter. If you're going for a more dramatic look, maybe 3 to 4. Drag queen look is definitely 6 to 7. So, and this is the highlight part, and I just put it on my neck so that people can see that I have a neck. Even though it's kind of little, you can see it. With the highlight that I put on my neck, it has a shimmer to it, so the light really gets it. Even when you're just like looking at me, it kind of glitters so that people can notice my neck. Right here, I'm just setting my highlight, really just putting my powder on to set for ready to finish my look. You want to be careful with the powder that you put under your eyes, because the more powder you put under your eyes, the more wrinkles you will be able to see. This is just blush, and I just really put a tiny bit, and I blend it out. I put it on the apples of my cheeks and blend it out, push it out. So I really blend it in a lot, because I don't really like pink cheeks. Again, I have a lot of red undertone. Highlighting in the shimmer, that's a shimmer, is optional. You really don't have to do it. Just again, it depends on where you're going, what the setting is going to be, what the camera looks like. So that's about it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys learned from it. Here's my look.